Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. Here's Oliver taking it about the 1. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And that's complete. It's Chris Godwin. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. The numbers for him from a week ago: 10 catches, 107 yards.
Yeah, I think it's safe to say that he's off to a hot start here in this first month, and those are the kind of performances you expect to see going forward.
Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on second and a couple. On play action, they'll throw. Sliding out of the pocket. That is caught. It's Chris Godwin. A big play there on the catch and run. 64 yards.
I don't think there's anyone who could possibly doubt how fast he could run in the open field. But if there were, he silenced those thoughts there.
They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown.
Leonard Fournette, his second rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bucs need just 3 plays to go down and take the early lead.
Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
And here come the Saints for their opening drive.
Leading them out, a player who led the league in passing and interceptions in his final season in Tampa. But, of course, he knows this franchise he's facing well. He was the first overall pick by the Bucs in 2015. Jameis Winston.
A look at the numbers for Thomas from a week ago. 3 catches, 90 yards.
That was a nice job there pulling that one in. Now, this is an offense that will certainly spread the ball around a bit, and this is a guy that defenses had better focus on.
From the 29, Winston. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted.
And the Buccaneers are going to take possession of the football. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it's a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. He'll look to throw.
And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back through it. Looking for chaos in that time.
And it's 3rd and 4.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
They'll look to throw here. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
Tyler Johnson,
his first touchdown on the year.
And the Buccaneers have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead.
Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make the score 14-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And from the end zone, Deontay Hardy will bring it out. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
New Orleans Saints, they get ready to set up shop for their second drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call. And the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
A first down throw for Winston. That is hauled in by Michael Thomas.
And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
And this offense needed something to try and seize the momentum a little bit. And that might have been exactly what they needed. Now they have a chance to go downfield and score and cut into the lead.
From the red zone now, Winston. Looking for Thomas. He's got it. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great effort there. His second touchdown on the season.
And the Saints have got it back to within the score.
And that touchdown drive happened very, very quickly. You knew that they had the quick strike ability. They showed it.
And for a defense that understands that, it still drives them crazy when it actually happens to them. Fast and furious, there came the points.
It's good on the extra point. And that'll make our score 14-7. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Fields it right around the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. And Tampa Bay trots out there now.
Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally, because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated, because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. They'll go up the middle with White, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, this defense for the Saints, they played extremely well last week in the win over Atlanta.
Even better than that, they pitched a shutout in that game, and I'm telling you, trust me on this one. That's a confidence builder for the rest of the season. When you get a defense that puts together a performance like that this early in the year.
They're looking for Godwin, but it's intercepted.
Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
It just appeared there that the defense, they had that run from the moment the ball was snapped. And not only did they get the interception, add a nice return on top of it, all the way to the end zone for a defensive touchdown.
Yeah, and the guy made the play. He gets the points. But it really was a group effort, wasn't it? How about the coaches? They've got to do some inside all the preparation time in the film room. It translated into a big play that put points on the board for their team.
Lutz with the extra point. We are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
Now the Buccaneer offense gets set to take over. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. Pretty entertaining start. 14 all the score on EA Sports. From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. Now a give up the middle. This is White. And some space here. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. Boy, the offensive line there, that was a thing of beauty to watch them block.
I love how you give a little appreciation for those big guys up front, and well-deserved. But how about the execution behind them? You can see the hours of practice that have gone into it. Great pocket by the running back. Quarterback puts him right in the perfect spot. Great mesh point by them. The timing on point. The run even better.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack.
That was the safety, Marcus May, who got the sack there. And the number one mission of any offensive line, you got to protect that quarterback, keep him safe back there. This time, the rush got to him in a hurry.
And they decided to go with the safety blitz there. If that gets picked up, quarterback really has the advantage then because of more time to throw the football and some wide open space. But when it doesn't, that's a guy who gets a free run into the backfield, and oftentimes the QB ends up on his backside as he did there.
And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up fourth down. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. They've got momentum on their side. They were once down 14-0. Now it's even at 14 as they look to put together a drive to get them the lead. To throw, Winston. Gets this to a standout receiver, Thomas. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Jameis now on first down. He finds his man, complete. It's Barton.
The Saints at 3-0 here in the month of September. And they come in on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29.
Winston to give. It's Kamara.
And he'll get it down to the 47 here. So for Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 47. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here and have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. On play action, Winston. And incomplete on the deep ball. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Winston. This is complete to Michael Thomas. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line, and that is not near enough. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. The kick by Lutz is good, and they take a 17-14 lead. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
What a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend on, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well, and kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Back now comes Tampa Bay.
And you figure, Charles, they have enough time here in the first half, more than a minute, to put a drive together, at least get them in position to try a field goal.
Yeah, they've got all 3 timeouts at their disposal, so I'm actually thinking bigger. With those 3 timeouts, that amount of time on the clock, I'm thinking about trying to get a touchdown and settle for a field goal.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. They'll drop to throw. Left side here, that's complete to Godwin. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. looking to throw. And he's going to have the hook up to Gage.
And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down, and he'll have it by plenty as they're able to keep the drive alive on 3rd and inches.
And his throw is going to be incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
He'll get that out to the flat to right.
And he had a nifty little deke juke move, but he stopped shortly thereafter. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
Otten brings it in over the middle.
Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. Alvin Kamara and the Saints set to start their next drive. He's only had a couple of carries. I mean, when you've got a horse like this, second quarter, got to start to ride that horse a little more, don't you?
You can't just neglect him. He's got to touch it, and often, in order to get maximum out of him. Typically, these types of backs, it's the accumulation of carries, and that's when you see the damage as the game goes on.
Yeah, let's see. They're going to try to get him into the flow, we would assume, here.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down.
They go play action. Winston. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Now they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sacked on first down, followed by an incompletion, one more good rep, and they get off the field.
Looking deep downfield. He's got a man, complete.
And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Now with 5 seconds left, not really enough time to run another play and then stop it, so on comes the field goal unit. It'll be spotted on the right hash, a 52-yard attempt. The kick by Lutz is good, and they stretch the lead to 6. It's 20-14 now.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
You want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks, you tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
So it's half. All right, folks, eager to get back to this Week 4 matchup. We won't put up a fight. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
So here are the Saints to take over. They're on a 3-game winning streak, and right now looking good in this one as well.
Winston and the Saints now with a 1st and 10
at their own 25-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Throw left side complete. That's Barton. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
As they began this drive, I was wondering how they were going to attack since they're playing with the lead. Would they continue to try and push the ball downfield? Well, after one play, it appears that the answer is yes.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 46. They'll run out of the gun with Kamara.
Down to the 42, 2nd down.
In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now Winston. He finds his man complete. It's Barton. And this this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 24-yard line. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
Winston now to throw on first down. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
That's the first time he's called his own number, but he's got to be overjoyed with the results. He wasn't just going to settle for a modest gain. To me, he was determined to come through with a big message to a defense that slept on him in the pocket.
A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
Partner, for once in my life, I'll be succinct. In a one-possession game, every single stop like that could be a difference maker.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. And quickly, they get to the line. Winston on 3rd and 2. Got a man open. It's Thomas. It's a touchdown for New Orleans. Michael Thomas. His 2nd touchdown of the game. His 3rd on the year. And the Saints take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Dennis Allen going to go for 2 here. He's leaving his offense out on the field. Winston to throw for it. And this is going to be caught. It's going. And that extends their lead by 2. And, of course, on the 2-point try, had the option to run over pass it there, and it works.
Felt pretty straightforward, didn't it? Open receiver, ball's put on him, 2 points for them.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Taken in at the 3. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. Here comes the Buccaneers offense. They get their first reps of the 2nd half. They make their 2nd half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a 2-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, the next drive, that could make this a 3-possession game.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Up the gun, Fournette. Looking for a seam but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
Well, now after all of this, hang on here because he appears to be shaken up.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. A quick pass here to Godwin. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. He's now just 3 yards shy of 197 yards receiving on the contest and a first down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. It's caught by Mike Evans. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. Second and 4. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. And so it's incomplete. Throw right again.
And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Here comes the Buccaneers punter now, as he's on here to punt it away. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds.
The New Orleans offense set to take over.
This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? How do they score here, especially a touchdown? It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team. And their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Back now here live in New Orleans. It's the Saints. They'll be looking to expand their lead here. They've got the football as we start the fourth.
Williams going to get it again on second down.
And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations. There'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Staying on the ground on first with Kamara. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Jameis to throw it. Got his tight end here. It's Holtz.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
The Saints on third down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara. And he's brought down short. 2 yards there. Needed 4. Here we go with Kamara. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front seven, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Winston now. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play. One that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
To throw again on second down. Winston.
He'll get this one underneath to Kamara.
This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
And he is going to have a Saints first down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. And quickly we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. Winston here to throw. Touchdown, Saints. Michael Thomas from 3 yards out.
And the Saints are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this 4th quarter advantage.
Starting to really smell a 4-0 start right now. Can't ask for a better first quarter of the season than that.
And you're not supposed to look ahead, but guess what?
You're going to?
They have to, because when you get to 4, if you get to 4-0, you're not just thinking playoffs now. You're thinking about, okay, this team has the capabilities of winning a Super Bowl. They could very well be the best team in the NFL at this moment.
I think they played the best. I mean, there have been a few hiccups offensively and defensively, but probably the best team we've seen, right?
And has the ability to get better.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
Taken in at the 3. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
So out come the Bucs now.
Well, probably not much that they can do at this point, CD. Down 3 scores late in the 4th quarter. This is going to be a little too much to overcome, you would think.
Yeah, they'll go down swinging, but in the end, I think we saw the writing on the wall a while back because one team was clearly better than the other in this one. And while it didn't quite reach blowout status, I think we knew who was going to win this one well before we got to this stage.
And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. To the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it. But he is able to keep the feet in bounds. And for the Saints here on 3rd down, an extra defensive back on the field. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. That's caught inside the 20. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Back to throw again. This is caught.
And the Bucs are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. Again, he'll drop to throw. Touchdown!
Chris Godwin
from 3 yards out.
And the Buccaneers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
Extra point right down the middle. And they're going to be kicked down at 14. So this drive spans 7 plays.
And it's Chris Godwin who finishes things off with a touchdown reception.
And the Saints are going to get to this one, so that should about do it. And they're going to finish this one off strong. It's a return touchdown to add on to their lead in the final stages. Lutz will look down the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points. Well, we talk a lot about explosive plays on offense. How about an explosive play on special teams? Certainly one there on the kick return for a touchdown.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game.